I want to say I know that everyone in the world has watched this video, but I haven't seen it. So I want to watch the history of the entire world, I guess. Okay. I know everyone has fucking seen this video, okay? History of the entire world, I guess. I've never seen it. Everyone talks about this video like it is the greatest thing to ever happen.
Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some of it's water. Yeah. Fuck it. Actually, most of it's water. I can't even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's sad. I'm sad. I miss you. How did this happen? A long time ago. Actually, never. And also now. Nothing is nowhere. When? Never. Makes sense, right? Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's why it's been everywhere. It's been so everywhere, you don't need a where. You don't even need a when. That's how every it gets.
What? What?
Forget this. I want to be something. Go somewhere. Do something.
Oh,
I want things to
universe.
change. I want to invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here and it probably already happened. I just don't know when to start. And that's exactly where it started. Oh. I paused it. I think there's a universe now. What's it made of? Corks and stuff. Ah, that's a thing. Ooh. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together because the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about 1 jillion degrees. Great news. The quarks are now happily married in groups of 3 called a proton or a neutron. And there's something else flying around too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too... Great news, the protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other. Some of them.
Is this like like Gen Z editing before Gen Z? Like editing? I feel like, because this is fucking like, I'm locked in.
Have now joined in. Congratulations,
Dopamine's
the world is
hacked.
now a bunch of gas in space. But it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together.
Dude, it took that long.
New shit just got made. Some stars burn out and die.
That's gotta be so exciting back then, dude. When the new element drops, it's like actual patch notes. What if there's gonna be more patch notes in our future? What if there's gonna be like, hey, 6 new elements just dropped because other bullshit finally cooled down or something? Like, that is so exciting back then. Like, you check Twitter and it's not like, oh, war, evil, crypto, GLP-1. It's like, dude, 7 new just elements just dropped. Like, this shit's awesome. Like, that'd be so sick. A new element dropped 2 years ago? Wait, what?
Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and make some brand new, way crazier shit. Which allows newer, more interesting stars to be made and then die and explode into even crazier space dust. So now stars have cool stuff around them, like rocks, ice, and funny clouds, which can make some very interesting things. Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example. Holy shit, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks. And it kind of made a mess, which is now the moon. Weather update, it's raining rocks from outer space. Weather update, those rocks might have had water inside them and now there's hot steam in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update, it's raining. Severe flooding alert, the entire world is now an ocean. Volcano.
Is that not crazy that it goes from like completely arid to just raining so nonstop that the entire, like, I can't even fathom that. Like, I don't even understand how that's possible. I believe it. It's just so crazy to think of. They're making elements that don't occur naturally, so nothing bad will happen from that.
Alert. That's land.
That's cool though.
What? Something's alive in the ocean. Oh, cool, like a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and eats chemical soup, which is being served hot and fresh, made from gnarly space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or whatever. Oh yeah, and it can do that. It has secret instructions written inside itself telling it how to build another one of itself. So that's pretty nifty, I would say. Tired of living at the bottom of the ocean? Now you can eat sunlight. Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food. Taste the sun. Side effect, now there's oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue. Then the earth might have been a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times.
That's so crazy that it just goes for, like, I'm guessing this is quick, like he's going through a lot of years, but in my head I'm like, dude, that happened in a year? Elements are only created because stars can't handle the energy inside their cores, so they explode. So a big and hot enough star that explode can create more elements. Interesting. Not the sun though, because the sun's never going to explode. The sun's not big enough. I remember learning about that. The sun's gonna, when it dies, it's just gonna expand so big that it like devours pretty much like Earth. Like it just gets so large, and then it's just gonna collapse into a really small dwarf star. That's what I remember learning in class. I took an astronomy class. But yeah, the sun's never gonna explode. I thought that was interesting.
It's a sponge. It's a plant. It's a worm and some other types of weird, strange water bugs.
You're supposed to okay, if I expose oxygen to the core sun, I don't have a method of doing that. I'm saying naturally, the sun's not going to explode.
Strange fish.
It's the Cambrian explosion.
Wow, that's animals and stuff. But we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go
Some
on
of y'all
land?
were around back
No.
then.
Why?
Cambrian.
The sun is a deadly laser. Oh, okay.
Not anymore, there's a blanket.
Now the animals can go on land. Come on, animals, let's go on land. Nope, can't walk.
Big patch update.
And there's no food yet, so I don't care. Okay, will
100
you learn to
million
walk if
years.
there's plants up here? Maybe, said some bugs. And fish. Okay, so I can go on land, but I have to go back in the water to
Have babies.
learn to use an egg.
Frog.
I was already doing that.
Use a stronger egg. Put water in it. Have a baby on
Chicken.
land in an egg. Water is in the egg. Baby in the egg, in the water, in the egg. Works for
Chicken.
me.
Bye bye, ocean.
Is that how they work? Is it like water in the egg? Oh, this is okay. This is a long time ago. I
And now
imagine
everything's huge, including bugs. Want to see
You
a map
skipped
of
a
the
little
land?
part there.
Sure. Oh fuck! Now everything's dead. Just kidding. Here are the survivors. Keep your eye on this one because it's about to become the dinosaurs. Here's another map of the land. Yeah, it broke apart. Don't worry about it. It does that all the time.
Dude, I love how South America looked back then. That's so sick. This is Spore. Should I play Spore? I've played a little bit of Spore, I think, a long time ago. But Spore's cool. But like, I love this map design, dude. W Seed. This map is sick. You just have like, sorry, I had to burp. A ginormous river through the whole fucking continent. It's kind of phallic. Like if you live on the phallic coast, that's pretty sick. Spore's a pain to get running.
Here comes a
sounds
meteor.
like it.
And the dinosaurs are gone.
It's mammal time. Here come the mammals. Look at those breasts. Now they're gonna dominate the world, and one of them just learned how to grab stuff and walk. No, like walk like that and grab stuff at the same time. And bang rocks together to make pointed rocks. Ouch. And set things on fire. Youch. And
Damn,
make
we're going
crazy
quick.
sounds with their voice. Knirsch, which can mean different things.
That's a human person.
And now they're everywhere. Almost.
Ice Age.
What? You can walk over here? Cool.
Not anymore.
Well, I guess we're stuck here now. Let's review. There's
They got
people on the
patched. It was too overpowered. They had to patch that.
and they're chasing their
I feel like we're already at humans and we're 4.5 minutes in, dude. I feel like we might have skipped some parts of the universe.
food. Fuck it, time to plant some grass. Look at this. I control the food now. Now everyone will want to be my friend and live near me. Let's all build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food. This is great. I wonder if anyone else is doing this. Tired of using rocks for everything? Use metal. It's underground. Better farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these two rivers, and the animals are helping.
Guess
Game was
what
invented there?
happens
That's cool.
next?
More food, and more people who came to buy the food. Now you need people to help make the food and keep track.
I always think it's interesting how like a lot of early like ancient civilizations of humans were like in the Middle East because it's like so like when I think of Middle East, I think of like the deserts there. So I'm like, I feel like that's like the hardest place to get going. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm stupid, but I feel like that's like the hardest place to start moving.
Track of the sales. And now you need houses for people to live in and people to make the houses. And now there's more people and they invent things, which makes things better. And more people come and there's more farming and more people to make more things for more people. And now there's business, money, writing, laws, power.
Society.
Coming soon to a dank river
That's
valley
too
near you.
cold, really?
Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed. Why is all my metal so lame and lumpy? Tired of using lame, sad metal? Introducing
Bronze.
made with special ingredient tin from the far lands of Tinland. I don't know, my dealer won't tell me where he gets it. Also, guess what?
Egypt.
Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, they figured out how to put wheels on a horse. Now we're getting somewhere. Also,
China.
did I
China.
This river valley civilization.
Here we go, baby. China's here.
Norte Chico.
The Middle East is getting more complicated. Maybe because it's in the middle of the East. Knock knock, or clop clop. It's the people with the horses.
Roman Empire?
And they made an empire. And then everyone else copied their horses.
Greeks.
Ah, look, it must be the Greeks, or a
Romans
beta
are coming.
version of the
Can't wait
Greeks.
for
Let's
Israel to
check in with
spawn
the
in.
Indus River Valley.
That's at the very, very end. You would even be like, you would be questioning, why is this country get so much attention when it's been around for such a minimal fucking time? This evil ass country.
Civilization. They're gone. Guess who's not gone?
Now my videos
No rivals in
demonetized.
India. Maybe it's those horse people I was talking about, or their cousins or something. And they wrote some hymns and mantras and stuff.
You could make a religion out of this. There's the Bronze Age collapse.
Now the Phoenicians can get down to business.
Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to find? Thanks.
Iron
Look who
Age?
came back to Israel. It's the 12 tribes of Israel.
And they
Israel didn't exist.
believe in God
Just one, though. He's got like a 10-step program. Here's some huge heads. Must be the Olmecs. The Phoenicians make some colonies. The Greeks copy their idea and make some colonies. The Phoenicians made a colony so
wait,
big
it
makes
was promised 3,000 years ago.
colonies. Here comes the Assyrian Empire.
Control.
Never mind. It's the Babylonian Median.
It's the Persian Empire.
Persian
Wow,
Empire
that's
seems so
big.
interesting.
Ah, the Buddha was just enlightened. Who's the Buddha? This guy who sat under a tree for so long that he figured out how to ignore the fact that we're all dying. You can make a religion out of this. Oops, China just broke, but while it was breaking, Confucius was figuring out how to have good morals.
Confucius is sick, dude. I feel like I remember learning about him in school. I can't name a single quote, but he was just spitting bars constantly. That dude was before his
The
time.
Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff. And right over here, Alexander just had the idea of conquering the entire Persian Empire. It's a great idea. He was great. And now he's dead. Hopefully the rest of the gang will be able to share the empire evenly between them. Knock knock, it's Chandragupta. He says, get the hell out of here. Will you get the hell out of here if I give you 500 elephants? Okay, thanks, bye.
Time to conquer all of India.
How was he that rich to do
Most
that?
of India.
It's not gonna last, bro.
But what about this part? That's
Britain
the Tamil
is-
Kings. No one conquers the Tamil Kings. Who are the Tamil Kings?
Merchants probably. And they've got spices.
Who would like to buy the spices? Me, said the Arabians, swiftly buying it and selling it to the rest of the world. Hey,
It is
China.
kind of crazy to me, like imagining how close like Oman and like Saudi Arabia is to India. Like I didn't like. I'm American, I guess, but I never visualized like really thought about like those two places are so.
Put itself
close
back together again with good morals as their
Like
main
Iran?
philosophy. Actually, they have three main philosophies.
I can't support ancient people because a lot of them are pedophiles. And that's not cool.
Here, the horse nomads
Real.
run wild and free.
Thank
They
you
would
for
like to
standing up
ransack
for
your
that.
city. Let's check the Greekification levels of the Greekified kingdoms. Greekification overload. Bye, said the Parthians. Bye, said the Jews. Hi, said the Parthians, taking over the entire place. Hey, said the Romans, eating the entire
Ooh.
Mediterranean for breakfast. Thanks for...
That is such a crazy map design, dude. The Roman Empire, how did they lose, bro? They just like literally conquered. I guess that's kind of bad though in a way because they have like a land border at every like single part of their country because they just conquered all around the Mediterranean. Like
Invading our
sea
homeland,
area.
said the Jews, who were starting to get tired of people invading their homeland. Hi, everything's great, said some guy who seems to be getting very popular and is then arrested and killed for being too popular, which only makes him more popular. You can make a religion out of this. Want silk? Now you can buy it from China. They just made a...
Brand new road to the world.
Isn't the Silk Road like a drug trade road?
Or you can
Get their own water.
Sick, new trade routes, said India, accidentally spreading their religion to the entire southeast. That's a good place for an epic trading kingdom.
Was it
There goes Buddhism
accidental
traveling
though?
up the Silk Road. I wonder if it'll reach China before it collapses again. Remember the Persian Empire? Yep, said the Persians, making a new one. Axum is getting so powerful they would like to build a long stick. Has anyone populated Madagascar yet?
This makes me want to play Universalist. That new Universalist game. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it makes me want to play that really bad because I want to like change things.
Together.
Better.
China's whole again. Then it broke again.
Still can't cross the
She's
Sahara
discovering
Desert.
a lot of things today are named after history.
Camels.
Shut up.
Hell yeah, now we got business.
Shut
Said the
up.
Ghana Empire, selling lots of gold and slaves.
Ghana.
Hi, I live in the Roman Empire, and I was wondering...
Is loving Jesus legal yet?
No. Actually, okay, sure, said Constantine, moving the capital way over here to be closer to his main...
Rival.
Don't worry about Rome, it won't fall.
It's the golden age of...
Why would he do that?
There's the Gupta Empire, not Chandragupta, just Gupta. First name Chandra. The first. Guess who's in Rome?
Barbarians.
What's a barbarian? Non-Romans, said the Romans, being invaded by non-Romans. R.I.P. Roman Empire. Or actually just half of it. The other half is just
Damn, they
fine,
got
but it's not in Rome
cooked
anymore,
that
so let's
bad?
give it a new name.
The Mayans.
I didn't know that the Roman Empire was the Byzantine Empire. I thought like the Byzantine Empire was like a totally separate thing. I'm actually stupid. I don't know this history.
Figured out the
I know that the whole meme is like a man's Roman Empire, and he knows. I don't care about the Roman Empire. Like I've never learned anything about the Roman Empire.
stars.
Oh, and here's a huge city. Population, everyone. The Gok Turks have taken over the entire Eurasian
The
steppe.
Gok
Great job,
Turks?
Gok Turks. How's India? Broken. How's China?
Crazy.
Back together.
How's those trading kingdoms?
Bigger and there's more of them.
Korea has 3 kingdoms. Japan has a kingdom. It's the Sunrise Kingdom. Deep in the Arabian desert, on the top of a mountain, the real God whispers in
Moses?
Muhammad's ear. So he goes down to the cube where everyone worships gods, and he tells them
Sorry.
their gods are all fake. And everyone got so mad at him that he had to leave town and go to a different town. You can make a religion out of this, and maybe conquer the world as well.
I didn't know Constantinople. Is Constantinople a real place today? Is that a really dumb question? Is that still like a name of a city? Because I don't know. I might to look that up after, or hopefully none of you guys make fun
The
of me.
Roman
I
Empire is
don't
long
know.
gone, but somehow the Pope is still the Pope. Plus there's...
New kingdoms are
This like whole area right here I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know what's going on here. Like, I just don't. I know Serbia's in here somewhere. Istanbul is Constantinople. Oh, I guess Turkey, because Turkey's around here. Isn't Turkey right here? Dude.
All over Europe.
I wonder if there's room for Moors.
Oh my God.
Here's all the wisdom. In a house. It's the Baghdad House of Wisdom. Just in time for the
Islamic Golden Age.
Let's bring stuff to the coast and sell it and become the Swahili on the Swahili coast, said the Swahili on the Swahili coast. Remember this tiny space you have to go through to get from here to there? Someone owns that now. Want to get enlightened in the middle of nowhere? The Franks have the biggest kingdom in Europe, and the Pope is so proud that he invites the king over for Christmas. Surprise, you're the new Roman emperor, said the Pope, pretending to still be part of the Roman Empire. Then the Franks broke their kingdom into what will later be called France and not France. The Northerners, or just Norse if you don't have much
I didn't know that. So the French are kind of German?
time, are exploring. They go north, from the north
aren't
to the
Franks
northern
kinda
north,
German?
and they find some land, 2 types of land, and they name them accordingly.
Ooh, I see.
They also invade some other places and get called many names, such as Vikings. There's the Rus, the Kievan Rus. Are they Vikings? I don't think so, said the Kievan Rus. Okay, fair enough. The Pope is ready to make some more emperors of the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. It's actually Germany, but don't worry about it. New
Big name
kingdoms.
of another empire?
Which brand would you like? Mine's better. Mine's better. Mine's better. Time to conquer England, said William. It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's the Seljuk Turks.
Said the Byzantine Empire, who's getting so small it almost doesn't exist anymore. We need
Man,
help. They
that's
need
so
help, so they
sad.
call
Look
the
at
Pope.
them.
Hey, Pope, can you help us get rid of the Seljuks? Maybe take back the Holy Land on the way? Come on, I know you want to take back the Holy Land. Yes, I do actually want to do that. Let's do a crusade.
Crusade.
They did many crusades, some of which almost didn't fail,
Dude.
but at least the Italians got some sweet trade deals. Goodbye, Mayans.
Hello,
Wait,
Toltecs.
that shit failed? They were they like slaughtering just so much evil shit and they failed? That's crazy.
Toltecs.
Hello, Mississippi.
Look at those
Mississippi.
mounds. There's the Pueblo. I
Now
always
we're
wondered how to
talking.
build a town in a cliff. Guess who's here? Come here. Where? Here. And Pagan is there. Vietnam unconquered itself. Korea just became itself. And Japan is so addicted to art that the military might have to take over the government. China just invented
Shogunate.
bombs and typing. And the Mongols just invaded most of the universe. Nice going, Genghis. I bet that will last a long time.
I thought Genghis Khan was Chinese, to be honest with you. And I'm willing to admit my errors and my knowledge.
Some of the Islamic Turks were unaffected by the Mongol invasions because they were busy invading India.
The Golden Horde is a
Is it
crazy
Tonga
name
time?
for your
I think it's
country,
Tonga
by the way.
time. I just found out where the Swahili gets all their gold. Look at this Chad. Means
Zimbabwe.
lake. There's an empire there. Right in
Genghis
the middle.
Khan kind of
The
handled
king of
business.
Mali is so rich he's going on tour to let everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone said. The Christians are doing a great job reconquering Iberia, which will soon be called Spain and not Spain. Please remain Christian. We'll check in
Portugal.
later to see if you're still Christian when you least
Portuguese.
expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died. China's back, yay! Hey, come here, time to share. New kingdoms here and there. Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the
Philippines?
Mahajapit, Majapahit, Mapajahit,
not Philippines.
Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit. Oh, Italy's really rich. Time for them to care a lot about art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth.
Italy golden
Here's
age
a
right
printer.
here.
Let's make books. So you think you can conquer the Byzantine Empire? Yep, said the Ottoman Turks. Nice job, Ottoman Turks.
The
Oops, you
Ottoman
missed a spot.
Empire.
Don't forget to ban.
Dude, I forgot about the Ottomans. That's like a big World War I thing. Dude, Ottomans sounds like something fake. Can I be honest? That sounds like it. It's crazy to think that was real. Like there's a whole Ottoman Empire that like went away like 100 years ago. And or was it 100 years ago? But it's like somewhat recent. Like there was a whole ass empire. I mean, I don't know if it was the strongest empire, but you know, like
And Europe from the Indian spice trade.
the Ottomans fought in World War One.
said
Like that
Portugal,
wasn't that long
spiceless.
ago.
Well, I guess we'll have to find another way to India.
Wait, said Christopher Columbus, probably smoking crack. If the world is round, let's go this way to India. No, don't worry, we already got this, said Portugal. So Chris goes to Spain. Hey, Spain, want to hire me to find India by going around back of the world? No.
I
please?
don't-
No,
I don't-
please? No,
I don't
please?
claim this guy.
Okay, so he sails into the ocean and discovers more ocean, and then discovers the Indies and Japan. Let's draw a line to decide who gets which half of the world. The Aztec and Inca empires are off to a great start. I wonder if they know that Europe just discovered their continent. The Habsburgs are marrying into so many royal families they might have to start marrying each other. Move over, Lithuania. Here comes Moscow. Ivan wants to make Russia
Ooh,
great
this
again.
is
Move over,
Russia
Timurids.
starting.
Maybe go invade India or something. Persia just made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The one where we
Persia.
thought the first guy should have
Wait,
been
is-
the other.
Persia's still a thing though, right? Okay, that I feel like I'm trying to like second guess things. I thought Persia still exists.
guy. Hey, Christians, do you
I don't want to
sin?
Google it. I'm
Now you can
scared.
buy your way out of hell. That's bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. That's a scam. Fuck the church. Here's 95 reasons
It's
why.
Iran?
said-
Wait, Persia's Iran now? Dude, Too much Victoria? Genuinely, bro, I played too much fucking Victoria 3. My brain is stuck in 1800s. Dude. We gotta talk about this, man. The Persian Empire just fell. What the hell? I thought Persia still existed. I thought Persia was like another country in there. Why do I hear so much about Persia if it's not real? If it's a fucking failed nation? Why are we talking about Persia so damn much? I feel like there's games about Persia. It's such a like in the like the realm of society.
Martin Luther, in his new book, which might have accidentally started the Protestant Reformation. You know what would be magnificent, said Suleiman, wearing an onion hat? What if the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if Russia was big, said Ivan,
Dude,
trying not to be
took
terrible.
over.
Portugal had a dream
Prince of
that
Persia,
they controlled
yeah.
the entire Indian Ocean, including the spice trade. And then that dream was real. And Spain realized that
Portuguese
this is
were
not
crazy
India,
for,
but they
like,
pillaged it anyway. Damn, said England and France. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Then the Dutch revolt and all the hipsters moved to Amsterdam. Damn, said Amsterdam. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Question 1, can you get to India through North America? No, but at least there's beaver. Question 2, steal the spice trade. That's not a question, but the Dutch did it anyway. Guess where all the sugar's made? In Brazil. Stolen. In the Caribbean. And it's so goddamn profitable you might forget to not do slavery. The next thing on Russia's to-do list is to get bigger. Britain and France are having a friendly discussion
Yeah, Russia
about...
got bigger, but like most of it is uninhabitable, like lumber, which is good, and like natural resources. But like, man, it's not like this. People are like Russia's like map size, man. It's like Canada, where it's just like a lot of it's no one's there. Even like China, like
Who should control the entire world? More specifically,
Uninhabitable for all of
Ohio.
it.
Then it escalates into a
Like, yeah, like
7-year
Canada.
discussion, giving Prussia a chance to show Austria who's boss. But what about Britain and France? Did they figure out who...
Austria still exists, though, right? Okay. I think Austria is gone. Because I'm thinking of Victoria 3 again, because that's what I played the most of. And I feel like Austria does leave and it becomes like Serbia and Germany.
Who's boss? Yes, they did. It's Britain. Guess who's broke? Also Britain. So they start taxing the hell out of America. Fuck you, says America, declaring their independence and fighting for it. And France helps them win. Now France is broke. And Britain will have to send their prisoners to a different continent. Wait, if France is broke, why do the king and queen still wear such fancy dresses? Let's overthrow the palace and cut all their heads off, said Robespierre, cutting everybody's head off until someone eventually got mad and cut his head off. You could make a No, don't. Haiti is starting to like the idea of a revolution, especially the slaves, who free themselves by killing their masters. Why didn't we think of this before? Wait, who's in charge of France now? Said Napoleon, trying to take over Europe. Luckily, they banished him to an
Napoleon.
island.
But he came back.
Luckily, they banished him to another island.
Bro, if they didn't do that, I feel like Napoleon just takes over and makes another like French empire or some shit. Like,
There goes Latin
he was
America,
cooking.
becoming independent in the Latin American Wars of Independence. Britain just figured out how to turn steam into power, so now they can make...
Many different types of machines and factories with machines in them, so
That's
they
when
can
the world started to go
make a
downhill.
lot of products real fast.
I made a new video. No Revenant. This is the OG one. I've never seen it though, so we're just reacting to it live. Dumb American reacts to geography news.
Then they invent some trains.
I genuinely thought Persia still existed.
And conquer
Austria.
India and maybe put some trains there. Hey, China, said Britain. Buy stuff from us. Nah, dude, we already got everything, says China. So Britain tried to get them addicted to opium, which worked, actually. But
yeah,
then
that
China
was
made it illegal
in
and
Victoria
dumped it all
3
into
too.
the sea. So Britain threw a hissy fit and made them open up 5 cities and give them an island. Britain and Russia are playing a game where they try to stop each other from conquering Afghanistan. Also, the...
Sultan of Oman lives in Zanzibar now.
That's just
does
where he
that
lives. India just had a revolution, and they would like to govern
Of
themselves
all this
now.
information,
Nope,
that's-
said Britain, governing them even harder than before.
Technology is about to go crazy.
The United States finally figured out whether slavery is good or bad. It's bad, they decided. And then they continued manifesting their
Yes.
destiny, which is to kill the rest of the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the
We almost
Mexicans
had
too. I
We
know, let's
almost- we
rape
had-
Africa,
we-
said Europe, scrambling to see
Yep.
who could rape it the fastest. They never got Ethiopia. Britain and France are
Is that
still...
true? Ethiopia is just that fucking dude. Ethiopia just said like everyone else got but Ethiopia. That's so interesting.
hungry. They never got Thailand. The United States
Thailand,
ran out of
too,
destiny to
damn.
manifest, so they're looking for more.
They didn't run out. They just stopped trying. Because I could see a big landmass above and a big landmass below. And the Gulf of America. Right in the
Wait,
middle.
Spain controls Cuba. Well, blame something on them and go to war. What should we blame on Spain? Let's blame the Maine on Spain. So they blame the Maine on Spain. Now we're in business. To celebrate, they kick Panama out of Panama and make a canal, connecting
That
the two
was,
oceans.
False flag to get Panama or whatever it is. Maybe not, but realistically, it's one of the craziest, best, economic to own the Panama Canal is just insane.
Britain just found oil in the Middle East. It makes cars go.
This is when the Middle East went downhill. Right here is when fucking everyone fucked everything, bro. Because I'll tell you right now, I know about this. They found oil and then they screwed over like Iran so fucking hard on this oil deal. It was like insane percentages. Like I don't even know what it was exactly, but it was like they get 75% of the profits, and Iran would get like 25% or something. Like terrible, like bullshit for Iran. And then they're like trying to like fight Britain on it. And they're like, no, we're never gonna do it. And then they nationalize it. And that's BP. Like that's BP Oil did that. And then they nationalize it. And then the Shah dude comes in because America's like, yo, they're communists. They nationalize shit. And then they went and like fucking toppled the government by like giving like terrorist groups money and shit to overthrow the government, threw in the Shah. And then the fucking Shah eventually gets overthrown by the current regime, and it's just like that shit was terrible.
China is so tired of
that
being bossed
shit right
around
there
that they delete their old government and make a new,
causing what's
stronger
happening
government,
today.
which is accidentally weaker and controlled by a guy from the previous government. Europe hasn't had a war since the last war, so they start World War I. Look at those guns. It's going to be a great war. So great we won't need a second one. After it's over, they blame Germany. Russia went on strike and the workers overthrew the government. Now,
it is kind of funny that they blame Germany. Now thinking about it. Like, from what I know about World War I, it was like Ottomans and Persia. Okay, this would be so wrong. I know Franz Ferdinand gets shot, and then it's just like, oh, I back this country. That everyone had like their people they back, and it just became a world war for like nothing burger. How did Germany blaming Germany is what caused World War II for sure, because it made them fucking so desperate that they got Nazis in power.
everyone's paycheck is the same.
Communism in the Soviet Union.
The Arabs revolt and
Not permanently. They were, after World War II, they became a really strong economy in Europe, but
the Ottoman Empire's gone, so we can give the
Jewish people a place to live.
Hopefully the Arabs won't mind. Let's cut the cake, said Sykes and Picot, carving up the remains of the not-so-Ottoman-anymore empire.
Except Turkey. Turkey makes a brand new Turkey.
And then the Saudis conquer Arabia. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
it's more complicated.
Hello? Yes, it's the 1920s calling. Let's get in the car and drive to a party and listen to jazz on the radio and go to the movies. The economy's great and it'll probably be great forever. Just kidding. Germany's back featuring Hitler, the angry...
No, I know after World War One. After World War One, Germany got like forced paid reparations. They were in debt. They couldn't pay off all that shit. World War II, they had it really bad right after World War II. Like right after World War II, yeah, Germany was not doing good. But 30 years later, they're like the economic powerhouse of Europe. Like in like after the Berlin Wall fell and everything, they became like the best economy in Europe. They intentionally got a good deal post-war to avoid a World War One blade situation. Yeah, but World War II was their fault. Like, World War II was Germany's fault, but it's kind of the fault of people before by making them be so desperate that they have to come up with, like, that these people can get power. But it is still their fault. Like,
mustache
yeah,
model.
y'all-
He's mad at the Jews for existing. Japan is finally
fucked up.
conquering the East, and they're so excited they raped Nanking way too hard. They should probably just deny it. Hitler's out of control, so the international community tackles him and tries to explain why killing all the Jews is a bad idea. But he kills himself before they could explain it to him.
That's World War II.
Bonus round, Pacific Showdown. United States versus Japan. Fight.
oh, yeah, we just...
Finish him. Let's unite all the nations and have some
that
world
was-
Peace.
Seems legit.
Not too
Hi,
bad
I'm
of that
Gandhi,
one.
and if Britain doesn't get the hell out of India, I'm going to starve myself in public. Wow, that worked. Bonus, now there's Pakistan. Actually, two Pakistans. One of them could be Bangladesh later. The Jews and the Arabs finally figured out which one of them should live in the Holy Land. Me, they both said at the same time. Let's divide up the land so everyone's happy.
Sight. They both get angrier.
Look out, China. There's a new China in China. What's on the menu? Communism. No thanks, said the
Ooh,
other
this
China,
one.
escaping to an island. I wonder which one is the real China. There's the Korean War. Korea versus Korea. Nobody wins.
This was
but
one
it's
of the
on pause
bloodiest
forever.
wars, too. The Korean War was like... For like how long it was, dude. It was,
Let's meet the sponsors.
It's a meat
It's the two
grinder.
global superpowers. They're having a friendly debate over which economic system is good and which one is an evil virus of Satan. And they both have atom bombs. Fight! Wait, no, that would be the end of the world. Let's just keep it cool and spy on each other instead. And make sure we have enough atom bombs. I'll race you to space. Now let's make some more countries fight themselves. Europe is tired of pillaging other continents, and the continents they were pillaging are tired of being pillaged. So here's a new map with new countries. Now you can't
Yeah,
tell
that
who they're being
happens.
pillaged by.
You do find
the
that
United States
happens.
finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad, and the world agrees. South Africa might need another minute to think about it. Let's check the world population. Whoa. Okay.
dude, that's crazy.
Technology's better too. That might keep happening. The Soviet Union decides to
crazy
relax a little
graph.
and accidentally falls apart. Europe makes a union, so now they can all
The Allies gave Germany and Japan great trade deals because of it, and now they're really well off, but at the cost of being raised a couple times. That's how you look at it, but thankfully they aren't dismantled. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they're super well off right now, but like in general, yeah, they ended up after dealing with all of it pretty well off.
I'll use the same money, except Britain
Right
because
now,
they
I
don't
don't
feel
know.
like it. Let's check the mail. Surprise,
going
it's on the
fantastic.
computer. Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll remember that. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket. Want to learn everything? Surprise, it's on the computer. Now your phone's a computer, which is in your
We're
pocket.
here.
Whoops, the economy just crashed. Don't worry, the big banks won't fail because they're not supposed to. Surprise, flying robots. With bombs. Want to print a brain? Some
this
people
video
have no
could get
friends.
updated to
Some
AI
people
now.
have no food. The globe is warming.
And the ocean is full of plastic.
Let's save the planet, said everybody, not knowing how. Let's invent a thing inventor, said the thing inventor after being invented by a thing inventor. That's pretty cool. By the way, where the hell are we?
Fantastic video, dude. I feel like an idiot because why did I not know about a few very important things like Persia and Austria? Because I really thought that Persia. How big was Persia, man? I looked up Persia. Let me take a look at Persia. Dude, this thing is big. So yeah, I guess Iran. I think Afghanistan's like over here. Iran and like Iraq, right? And that's Turkey. Dude, that's crazy. I did not know that. I did not know that. Patch update. EU doesn't look like that anymore. Yeah. EU got patched for sure. For sure. W video, I really enjoyed that actually. I'm a really stupid American, but that was pretty good.